lonely thinker. In every classroom, every workplace, and every social gathering, there exists a silent observer, a mind that sees beyond the surface, a soul that feels disconnected. Why do the most intelligent people often seem distant? Why do they hesitate to engage with society? Some say intelligence is a blessing, but for many it feels like a burden that creates loneliness, overthinking, and fear. Today we uncover the hidden struggles of highly intelligent individuals and the reasons why they often find themselves at odds with society. But before we dive deeper, let's consider an important question. Is society designed for the intelligent, or does it resist them? Philosophers like Friedrich Nietzsche argued that those who think beyond the norms often feel alienated because society values comfort over truth. Nietzsche believed that individuals who challenge the established order, those who think critically and deeply, often encounter resistance from society that favors conformity. These individuals often feel like outcasts, despite their intellectual prowess. The more intelligent a person becomes, the more they feel the weight of this alienation. The burden of understanding. Imagine this. You are in a group discussion, and your mind connects ideas others don't see. You share your thoughts, but instead of curiosity, you are met with awkward silence or dismissive nods. This is the daily reality for many intelligent individuals. The smarter you are, the lonelier it feels. The deeper you think, the harder it is to find someone who understands. Over time, they stop sharing, they stop engaging, they stop trying. Psychologist Carl Jung once said, "Loneliness does not come from being alone, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important." Society doesn't always value deep thinking. It values entertainment, simplicity, and conformity. So those who think beyond the surface often feel out of place. Many intelligent individuals feel that the very essence of their thoughts and passions is misunderstood or even dismissed. It's as if they live in a world where their minds are constantly expanding, but the environment around them is shrinking in its ability to connect with their depth. Take the story of a young genius, misunderstood in school. They loved science, history, philosophy, yet the more they tried to share their passion, the more isolated they became. Eventually, they learned it was easier to stay quiet. This is the reality many face. The weight of expectations. With intelligence comes expectations. Society assumes that smart people must always succeed, must always have the answers, must never fail. But this pressure is suffocating. The world admires intelligence, but it also punishes mistakes more harshly. When an intelligent person struggles, they are met with confusion. "But you're smart. Why can't you handle it?" To escape this relentless pressure, many intelligent people withdraw from society, preferring solitude over constant judgment. This expectation starts early. In childhood, gifted children are praised, placed on a pedestal, but the moment they stumble, the world looks at them differently. Many carry this weight for a lifetime, choosing isolation over failure. Arthur Schopenhauer, a philosopher who understood the struggles of intelligent people, believed that with intelligence comes suffering. The more we understand, the more we see the flaws in the world, both in society and in ourselves. Schopenhauer's pessimism wasn't about rejecting intelligence, but rather understanding the inevitable suffering that accompanies it. The more intelligent a person becomes, the more aware they are of society's imperfections, creating a painful contrast between their inner world and the external one. The overthinking curse. The mind of an intelligent person is never silent. Every decision, every word, every action is analyzed from 1,000 angles. What did they mean by that? Did I say something wrong? Should I have responded differently? Overthinking turns simple social interactions into exhausting mental battles. A casual conversation can feel like a chess match, where every move has consequences. Jean-Paul Sartre, the French existentialist, described this as existential angst, the burden of being hyper-aware of one's existence and choices. For intelligent people, this angst often translates into a constant re-evaluation of their words, actions, and relationships. Overthinking can paralyze social interaction, making intelligent individuals second-guess themselves in ways that can be emotionally draining. This cycle of self-doubt can lead them to withdraw from social engagement altogether, fearing judgment from others. The struggle to find their people. Intelligent individuals crave meaningful conversations, but in a world where social media trends and small talk dominate, finding deep, thought-provoking discussions is rare. Many find themselves in rooms full of people, but still feel completely alone. As Albert Einstein once said, great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. They long for connections that go beyond the surface, but such connections are hard to find. It's an isolating experience, one where they often feel more understood in their solitude than in the presence of others. Philosopher Søren Kierkegaard pointed out that we often seek connection, yet find ourselves estranged even in the most crowded spaces. True understanding and deep conversations are rare, and for the highly intelligent, they are often non-existent. Fear of judgment. Different perspectives are often met with resistance. Society does not always welcome those who think differently. Instead of acceptance, they face judgment, skepticism, or even ridicule. Philosopher Søren Kierkegaard warned that once you label me, you negate me. Intelligent individuals fear being labeled as strange, arrogant, or unrelatable. This fear of judgment often leads them to retreat into their own minds. The idea of sharing their thoughts with others becomes a daunting task, as they constantly worry about how they will be perceived. The way forward. But intelligence does not have to be a curse. It can be a gift, if nurtured correctly. If you are someone who feels disconnected from society, know that you are not alone. There are others like you. You just have to find them. Seek out communities where deep thinking is valued. Engage in meaningful discussions. And most importantly, never dim your light just to fit in. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. The world needs minds like yours. Minds that question. Minds that innovate. Minds that think beyond the ordinary. Stay true to yourself, and one day you will find where you truly belong.